Hello everyone. I welcome you all to Experience Humanities. So, today we'll be continuing with the rest of the functions of the Constitution. We'll also revise the first two functions of the Constitution so that you can get a clear concept of the rest of the functions. So, let's start. Now, the first function of the Constitution is coordination and assurance. Now, what is coordination? In a country like ours, or in any other diverse countries where there are n number of religions and diverse languages being spoken, so that requires a coordination amongst its members. So this is done by our constitution. And when we talk about assurance, what is assurance? When you are assured of something, you are a sigh of relief about something, that you are safe and secure from the rules and the regulations of the Constitution. Moving on to the second function, specify decision-making powers. Now, there are certain powers that are given to the government of the country so that it can function in a proper manner. So this is the work done by our Constitution. Like, we have different types of powers being shared. Like, we have the legislative powers by legislature. We have executive powers. We have judiciary powers. So all these powers are given by the Constitution of India to govern the country in a proper manner. How? The parliament or the legislature frames laws, okay, and the executive makes these laws implemented in the society or in the country. And when we talk about the judiciary, it gives justice where the rights of any of the citizen of the country is violated. So this is the second function of the Constitution. Moving on to the next, limiting the powers of the government. Now, since the Constitution has given the powers to the government, so the government cannot rule over the people according to its own will. It needs certain limitations. It needs certain guidelines beyond which it cannot go. So this is also done by our Constitution by limiting its power. How this is done? By the fundamental rights. Rights given by our Constitution. These rights are not taken away by the government, and this can be with the citizen every time whenever they are in the country. So this is the third function of the Constitution, that is limitation of the powers of the government, where the government cannot go beyond its guidelines of governance. Okay, did you understand it? So moving on to the next part, aspiration and goals of the society. Now, as we know that there are diverse people living in countries like India and rest of the countries of the world. So all these countries want a racial discrimination free country and society. So how this is done? This is done by the Constitution of any country, by aspiring of and the goals of the society. These are the goals of the society, like racial discrimination free. So this is done by the Constitution of our country. The racial discrimination is erased by our Constitution by putting on certain laws and reservations in the seats of the people so that they can be given equal representation in the country. Now, there are certain biased, that is gender biased, that is women are not given equal representation in any of the society. So this is also done by our constitution, by aspiration and goals of this society. This is the function which protects, as nowadays women are also given equal representation in every part of the society. So moving on to the third function, we have the fundamental identity of the people. Now, identity in the sense refers to the existence of any citizen in a country as a proof, the proof of existence of any citizen in a country. This is also done by our constitution. That is the fundamental identity of the people. How this identity is proved? This identity is proved by certain guidelines given in the constitution of any country. Like, take for Germany. Germany has given ethnic identity to the Germans only. That is, the ethnic Germans can only be the citizen of Germany. The same way the rest of the country may have done. But in India, we have, if the birth, descent, and the naturalization of the country, we will be called as a citizen of the country. So basically, the fundamental identity refers to giving citizenship to the country to the people of the country. Is that clear? So these are some of the functions given in the book according to the constitution. So this part of the video lesson is based on these functions. If you really loved it and is clear, everything is clear in your mind about the chapters and the rest of the functions, so please do like and subscribe this channel and do share it even. Now with this I sign off from the video. We'll meet again in the part 3 of the video with the rest of the parts of the chapter. Thank you everyone.